Good morning, Falcons. Today is Tuesday, February 21st, day being your schedule. I'm Crystal Cooper.
And I'm Cale J. Grigsby. Today's birthday wishes go out to Aiden Bond, Daniel Detteridge, Alejandro Lancazo, Aiden Martin, Caitlin Peterson, Gabriela Ramirez, Crystal Rasmussen, and Sophie Rust. Happy birthday, everyone.
If you're applying to the Early College Academy, the AccuPlacer is required for admission. MCC will be at Staley to administer the AccuPlacer on Monday, February 27th. Please sign up in student support for morning or afternoon session. See Ms. Parr if you have any questions.
Are you interested in joining Ms. Fox and a group of students in a trip to the Eastern Seaboard in the summer of 2024? Scan the QR codes around the building or go see Mrs. Fox in CR 115.
Several volunteers needed at Northland Ethnic Festival. Community service or A+ hours can be earned. It's April 1st at Staley High School, 11 a.m., 3:30 p.m. if you're interested in volunteering. Please contact Sharon Hunt, 816-587-1865.
Next Wednesday, February 22nd, the Culture and Climate class will be hosting a guest panel to discuss the Staley student experience. The panel will offer personal stories and advice while creating an opportunity for deeper discussion that impact all students. It will be in the Flex Theater during wind time. Make sure to schedule yourself an enriching students if you'd like to attend.
Broken record after broken record. Congratulations to the girls swim team for showing up this weekend at state. Reagan Graybill broke 2 school records, taking 9th in the 200 and 3rd in the 100 breaststroke. The 400 freestyle relay of Stallone, Williamson, McGraw, and Graybill broke the school record and earned 12th place. Geraldine Philippi placed 7th, and the team medaled 14th. Way to go.
Staley Spring Play, The Servant of Two Masters, will be performed in the PAC this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You can buy your tickets at the door or on My Payments Plus for $5. See you there.
Congratulations to the Staley bowling team on their 9th place finish out of 20 teams this weekend at St. Joe. The Falcons also have a game high score of 230. The Falcons travel to Sterling Bowl in Sugar Creek this Sunday. Good luck to the bowling team.
The Chiefs Super Bowl parade was an awesome experience for many of you, but it was even more awesome for Brady, Mason, and Landon. Here they are with a behind-the-scenes look at the Chiefs parade.
Last Wednesday, me and 2 of my friends got to shoot the Chiefs Super Bowl parade. We were able to get this opportunity through our internship at Let It Fly Media, and we were able to get that internship because we signed up for Northland Caps, which is an off-campus program you can sign up for during your scheduling. Let It Fly Media was paid by the KC Sports Commission to make a video covering the Chiefs parade. Now I'm going to kick it to Brady and Landon so they can explain what their roles were on the shoot.
My responsibility at the start of the parade was being assistant for my coworker Evan. He was operating the camera, and I was holding batteries and stuff for him and pointing out players coming up and stuff like that. Towards the end, Evan had to leave, so I took over the camera, and at first I was up close, but then we got kicked back, and I was kind of right behind like where VIP sat, just getting this wide angle, kind of moving back and forth very slightly.
At the parade, I worked as a grip, which is essentially an extra pair of hands and eyes for the videographer. I made sure batteries were full and SD cards weren't running out, while also making sure and seeing what opportunities were available, such as Jerick McKinnon or Isaiah Pacheco running around, seeing where the Lombardi Trophy was, making sure that we captured those moments. In my spare time, I brought my camera with me and I was able to capture these moments up close and personal, which was an absolute blast and a dream come true for me.
While Brady and Landon were in the middle of the action for most of the parade, I was actually alone most of the time. I was at the very end of the parade route getting really wide shots to kind of establish the area. And then when the parade got to me, I got to go up and get some up close and personal shots of the players. My main responsibility was getting up to the media riser for the rally, and I got this shot of all of the players and everything talking during the rally. It was kind of a safe shot for the editor to cut to instead of all the close and kind of medium shots. The editors at Let It Fly also made a video for Patrick Mahomes, and it was very cool to see some of our footage in a Patrick Mahomes video that he posted on his social media. It was definitely very surreal to be able to shoot the parade, especially because the Chiefs are the hometown team that I've rooted for my whole life, and I know it's a day that me, Landon, and Brady will remember forever. Signing out for STTV, this is Mason Ball, Brady Stark, and Landon Goldberg.
Quiet for real, there's emotion. Plenty of hell. Emotion, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never seen that mad, had an attitude.
The 2023 XFL season will be starting on Saturday, February 18th. 8 teams will be playing in the Spring Football League with the goal of winning the championship at the end of the season. Here are some fun facts about the XFL. The XFL has played 2 seasons prior to this year. The first season was played in 2001 and featured elements from professional wrestling and new rules, such as a scramble for possession of the ball instead of a coin toss. However, after a successful first week, the league ended up ceasing operations at the end of the season. 19 years later, the XFL returned, but with more of a focus on the football being played. However, after 5 weeks of play, the league canceled the remainder of the season due to the COVID-19 pandemic. For the first 2 seasons of the XFL, it was owned by WWE Chairman Vince McMahon. That changed in August of 2020 when the XFL was bought by a group led by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Danny Garcia. This XFL season will feature 8 teams. The DC Defenders, Houston Roughnecks, and St. Louis Battlehawks will be returning from the 2020 edition. The Dallas Renegades and Seattle Dragons are also returning, but under slightly different names. The Dallas club rebranded as the Arlington Renegades, while the Seattle club changed their name to the Sea Dragons. The other teams are the Orlando Guardians, the Vegas Vipers, and the San Antonio Brahmas. These 3 teams will be playing in cities that the XFL didn't play at in 2020. These teams will play a 10-game schedule, with 4 teams qualifying for the playoffs. Those teams will then play in a single elimination bracket to determine the XFL champion. The XFL will be playing with some different rules compared to the NFL and college football. The kickoff will look different, with all of the players lining up 5 yards apart and not being allowed to move until the returner catches the ball. The scoring options after a touchdown will also be different. Teams will run a scrimmage play either from the 2-yard line for 1 point, the 5-yard line for 2 points, or the 10-yard line for 3 points. After scoring, teams will now have the option to run a 4th and 15 play from their own 25-yard line to retain possession in the 4th quarter. They will also continue to have the option to onside kick as well. There will also be a different overtime system. Each of these teams will get 3 one-play possessions from the 5-yard line and will score 2 points for each successful try. If it is tied after that, then the teams will alternate possessions until there is a winner. The XFL will be televised on ABC, FX, and the ESPN networks throughout the season. This is Simon Liddy, signing off for STTV.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Falcons.
Be sure to check us out on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, and check us out on Staley News.
Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel for daily shows and more.
Have a tremendous Tuesday, everyone.